up, Blue Roof Nation? Welcome back to Jones Corner. I'm your boy Jonathan. That's right, we have 2 episodes 2 days in a row. Is the world ending? I don't know. Maybe, possibly, most likely. I have no idea. Welcome back. So today, I'm going to talk about Far From Home again. Not spoilers this time. Even though yesterday I didn't really give a lot of spoilers. I give a major spoiler, but not too much. But apparently, there's this report going around that is apparently about the deal that Marvel and Sony made about the rights to Spider-Man and using the character. And apparently, if Far From Home doesn't make $1 billion, Sony gets the rights back. Which, even if that's in the original deal, why would Sony use that clause? I get that they want to throw him in Venom, but let's be honest, like, Homecoming worked so like this is the best Spider-Man live action we've ever had. I love Tobey Maguire, much better. I'm one of the few people who like Andrew Garfield, much better than that too. Why would you ruin that? And taking him out of the mainstream Marvel universe and putting him in his own pocket universe of Venom is not gonna work. You will lose that feel, that atmosphere, that connection to everything else. And reboot Spider-Man a 4th time in what, 20 years? Idiotic mistake. Would make no sense. I don't think it's really an issue because Spider-Man, I think, is already like close to 600 million. So it's going to break $1 billion. But dear God, like, why would Sony even contemplate doing that? That'd be the stupidest thing in the world you could ever do. Which would make sense for Sony doing. I kid. No, but that movie is so good, and Homecoming is so good. It has such a great John Hughes vibe. Like, it's so 80s style, you know? I love it. I can't get enough of Homecoming. If you haven't seen it already, you need to go watch it. I've already seen it twice. I just want to talk about it. So we've talked about the Warner Brothers streaming service a couple times on here. And, like, the $16, $17 price tag they want to put on there, and yada, yada. So apparently it now has a name. HBO Max. And now they're unsure. And now they're unsure about the price tag, which no one's going to pay $16, $17. So, yeah, of course you're unsure about it. But it's going to have apparently they're going to put a bunch of original content in there. They're bringing Friends on there right off the bat, and apparently Fresh Prince. And they're going to try to incorporate HBO and Rooster Teeth and Cartoon Network and all these different things all into one place. And what worries me, though, is what I'm talking about is their, DC shows. All the Arrowverse shows and all that stuff is all going to come on here exclusively. It's the word exclusively, so on there and not on the DC Universe app. It kind of makes me feel like our worst fear is that the DC Universe app, which is one of the greatest streaming services around, is actually going to end relatively soon because of greed, corporate greed. It's one of the greatest apps. Why are you going to get rid of it? And I guarantee you, all the people who subscribe to that, which I guess maybe isn't as much as they thought it was going to be, but a lot of them aren't going to come over because it's not just shows and movies and all that stuff that they have. It's also all the comic book library. Is the HBO Max going to have the comic book library? And then also, a lot of people, probably young teenagers, kids who do it, who, when it's a low price point like it is, can afford it. When you raise the price point to what they're going to charge for that, they're not going to stay on to it. Plus, again, Disney Plus's price point is so low, you're not going to be able to compete with that. Especially if Disney packages Hulu and Disney Plus, which they're most likely going to do. It's a losing game. Don't destroy DC Universe for this garbage app that I will probably end up getting. I don't know, man. I'm dreading when they announce that it's over. Because all the shows, man. Swamp Thing, I know they already canceled, but it's such a great. I haven't seen the newest episode, but it's such a great show. Titans, Doom Patrol, such great shows. Like, I want to see what they keep doing. What comes next? Don't end it, bloody bastards. I don't know. And if you haven't seen Spider-Man Homecoming, go see it a couple times just to make sure Marvel keeps their hands in everything. Yeah, so I'm Jonathan, and this is John's Corner. You can follow us all over the interwebs. And until next time, give us legends.